22. That's how they'll start. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 kids there on the bench. Make that 5 kids on the bench. So we'll see them. Northern Valley will start this way. The sophomore Gabe Rudd, sophomore Drew Skimper, senior Aaron Hendrickson, Brody Preston's a sophomore, and Jason Cox is also a sophomore here starting in this junior varsity matchup here in Weskan as Brody Preston travels with it, but he drains a 3. It doesn't matter if you cheat. Too many steps is too many steps.
No, even if it doesn't really affect the shot, I guess, in that situation, you still can't do it. Just kind of hesitated a little bit, it looked like. Just got to be confident and fire away. He knows he can make that shot. Preston's been playing really well as of late. You know, in these JV matches, he's been doing good with the quarters he gets, and they've been saving a lot of quarters because he's also doing good in the varsity matchups as well, coming off the bench and making an impact for the Huskies in the varsity side of things as well. As Gabe Rudd
is being Gabe Rudd. 2 active hands plays leads to a bucket there by Drew Skimper, but by all means, that's all Gabe Rudd.
Yeah, and that'll get the scoring started in this game today for Drew Skimper as well as for the Huskies. Into the corner for Shim.
That's Aldridge, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Aldridge.
12 is Shim, 2 is Richardson, 14 is Aldridge, right? Yes.
Yep. I just got to learn them all here real
Inside
quick.
into Young. He'll turn and let fly. No good.
High on the glass, but a good shot there. Going over the defender, just couldn't get it to fall.
Good pass over to Jason Cox on the wing. Open for 3. Nothing but bottoms of the nets for Jason.
Kept the hand in the cookie jar there a little bit, too.
Northern Valley out quickly to a 5-0 lead. As Shim resets the offense here for the Coyotes. He'll get it back. Thought about a long 3. Now goes inside to Young. Tries to go around Hendrickson, but he's whistled for the travel as well. It'll be Northern Valley's basketball. Coach K barks out some signals here on the sidelines.
Coach Kirkendall gave us the green light that we can call him Coach K.
He goes, everybody butchers my name, so you might as well just call me Coach K. So
did
you get it right?
Kirkendall.
Kirkendall.
Yeah, but we'll still call him Coach K because I like it, and this is basketball. And he says it's not sure how it really fits, but, you know, I think he's down there fitting it pretty well. So.
Well, I hope this Coach K is not in his last season of basketball like is in Coach Krzyzewski there with the Duke Blue Devils, who actually lost this week. Inside to Skimper, who tries to flip it to Rudd, up and in and score.
Just rising above the defense.
Athleticism all there for Gabe Rudd.
Yeah, he just floats up there to the rim.
Young in the corner. Ball screened by Richardson, but it's picked by Brody Preston. Aaron Hendrickson rips it away. Now Richardson's trying to get it back, cannot track it down fast enough. Miss J.C. Allen says it's Northern Valley's ball. As Brody Preston brings it across half court, inside to Skimper. He'll drop it down to Rudd again, spins around, and he's hit on the arm. So he'll go to the line. Shim got him. So it'll be 2 shots for Gabe Rudd.
Been a pretty reliable free throw shooter for the most part this year when Rudd gets his chances at the line. As he can't make the first one.
Can't go right through that announcer's jinx.
No.
Second one is short, no good. Big rebound by Drew Skimper, up with the right hand, and it goes out of bounds off of Hendrickson. Coyotes will get it.
Just makes you wonder why us announcers say anything.
As Gabe, you missed it. Gabe Rudd trips over the line and hit the deck. Either that or Brody Preston, because I kind of missed it too.
Yeah.
Young here on the wing. Goes around Hendrickson all the way to the rim over Skimper, and Skimper fouled him.
Good move by Young.
So Young gets two shots at the free throw. Skimper got him with the body. Good call.
Taking it right at the defense.
Like David Young's thought process there. But his free throw is also short, no good.
He gets the second to go.
So onto the scoreboard is the Weskan Coyotes with that free throw. They get it inside to Rudd. 4 or 5 people around him. Go back out to an open Brody Preston.
You know,
money.
They are probably aware of Gabe Rudd's athleticism down there in the post, so they all crashed down, and Rudd did exactly what you need to do in that situation and finds Preston on the outside.
Into the corner with Aldridge. He'll let the three fly long, and the ball is tied up by Richardson and Brody Preston. Coyotes keep it. Richardson somehow gets that ball into Shim. No good. He gets the rebound, and he'll go to the line. Could get either one of them. I could have whistled Skimper or Preston for that one. They're going to give it to Preston. So it'll be Preston's first, team second.
Yeah, both of those guys are probably only going to play 2 quarters of this, I would imagine, to save them extra quarters for the varsity game, but you don't really want to get in foul trouble early in this one, so it's probably a good thing that went to Preston instead of the second being on Skimper.
As the second free throw is good for Richardson, or both of them are, and we'll have a foul before the shot.
Yeah. This will go against number 20. That's Brent Belshie. There's a restraining line at play for the first time tonight.
Yeah, and he kind of got caught. Belshie's going, well, what am I supposed to do? Skimper just pushed me into it.
Yeah.
If I could hit the replay button. Skimper gave him a forearm, knocked him right back into that line, and they'll reset. Way out high to Brody Preston, now into the corner, back to Brody. They'll swing it around to Cox, inside to Drew Skimper.
He just can't keep a hold of the ball.
Yeah, he needs to just go straight up with that one. Tried to make a move inside, and the ball got knocked away from him. Yeah. Coyotes will set here with Shim. Richardson's pass tried to get to Young. Hendrickson about had it. Young will float into the middle with a left-hand jumper, no good, and he'll be whistled for the foul.
Not a lot of shots falling for the Coyotes right now, but they're flying after that basketball.
And this one does go against Young, his first, team third. Cox to Preston, inside to Skimper, he's like Wes Welker sitting in a zone, man. He's just waiting for the ball to be fed to him, and he scores.
Do you think people still know who Wes Welker is?
Well, anybody I talk to know who. No, maybe not.
It wasn't that long ago, was it?
No, I just gave up on the NFL, so I don't have a compliment to that one. I don't know who the zone receiver is
Travis
there.
Kelce.
Yeah, the Chiefs got a big game this weekend. Inside to Rudd, muscles around, and his
body's hitting the floor.
Bodies hit the floor.
As Richardson just
probably
both were checking their elbow. Nothing was malicious about it, but he just
probably giving up 30. He's probably giving up 35 pounds to Rudd, but
at least
none of them in his heart. He's willing to work. Preston's three-pointer is long, airballed. Cox saves it, has to throw it back out. Saved by Preston. Pump fake now will go over to Hendrickson. And they'll swing it around for Cox. He's open for three. This one's going to be just off. And Richardson rips that board.
Man, he plays like he's so much bigger than he is, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm guessing his sister is that. His sister might be taller than him right now. She was in that other game. Aubrey Richardson. And here's Hendrickson with a steal out front. Goes all the way to the rim.
Yeah. Good defense there by Emilio Pena, though.
Stolen by Brody Preston. This one's going to be tied up.
Yeah, Young got his hand on the ball there as Hendrickson went up for the shot. So they had a stalemate. It's going to stay here with the Huskies.
Cox in the corner. Now to Preston up high. Over to Cox, short corner. He'll take one dribble, go to the rim, and swatted in there by Mr. Aldridge.
Brennan Aldridge has been very active there in the middle of the paint.
Looked like DeMarcus Aldridge there with that big block shot. Is that a better name?
LaMarcus Aldridge, yeah.
Yeah, people know that one?
I don't know.
I mean, you got to be old and into sports.
He still plays.
He does?
Yeah.
He's got to be ancient. Doesn't help that he's like 7'3".
No.
So they go to a 4-out as Coach Summers is barking it out from the sidelines. Trying to get Parra inside. Rebound by Hendrickson. That's not Parra, that's Pena.
Young stops Preston's dribble, but the ball goes back to Preston, finds Red. A nice little floater pass in there to Skimper down low. Needs one gather dribble, but he makes it count. 2 points there.
Great finesse pass by Rudd.
Good touch on that one.
14-3, Northern Valley leading here in this first quarter. Shim gets it to Richardson. Excuse me, this is Shim up top.
Yeah, Aldridge now with the ball.
Aldridge with the ball.
You'd think that
Richardson from deep just draws some front iron. Offensive rebound, they'll go to Young. He'll go to the rim, tries to stop and a backstop.
he got away with maybe a little bit of a walk there.
Rudd with a defensive rebound and under 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Cox took too many steps before he put the ball on the floor. It'll be a travel.
Yeah, ref was right there on that one. Richardson gets the ball to Aldridge on the wing. Kicks it to the corner to Richardson. Working against Preston. He picks up the dribble. Over to Shim. He'll drive all the way through the Huskies defense. Just can't get it to fall. Jason Cox gets the rebound. We're going the other way.
Hendrickson on the wing, floats it inside to to Skimper. Now all the way around. Cox open for three. Short, no good. Big rebound by Drew Skimper with his left hand and scores.
Offensive boards.
Offensive boards and defense, and those are the two things that have pushed Northern Valley to this lead right here. They've been in this man-to-man the entire game, and Cox lowers his shoulder and is going to be called for the push. Can't get away with that one. Looked like a pulling guard on a defensive end there.
Poor Richardson's going to have a couple bruises after this one, running into Rudd and there with Cox, but, you know, I imagine that's not the last time that we see him laying his body on the line for that basketball tonight.
Best, for we've admired local farmers for as long as we can remember. If there's any way we can help, please tell us. We believe in you.
Back to basketball as we start this second quarter of action. As a travel will be called on Rudd. He doesn't realize it when he got that rebound, his knee went all the way down and touched the floor.
Yep.
And you can't stand back up after that one.
Number 3, Judah Crow, is in the game for the Weskan Coyotes. His first time seeing the court tonight. And he's with the ball right there. Tries to pass it out to Shim, but it gets deflected by Skimper. Caden Lowry also in the game for the first time for the Northern Valley Huskies. Skimper gets called for the travel as he tries to make a jump stop. Didn't agree with the call, but that is the call. It'll be to the Weskan Coyotes.
Judah Crow, a freshman. On the wing, left open, fires and connects for three. He's got the shoes to back it up, and it looks like he's also got the game.
He's got the shoes like K-State wears when they wear their lavenders, you know. The throwback unis.
Gotta love them. Gotta love shoe talk, too. And Caden Lowry into the corner. Has to go back out and around. They'll find Skimper top of the key inside to Rudd. High-low action, spin around shot, no good. Off of number 12, Shim. It'll stay here with Northern Valley.
Tried to throw his hands up, but he was the only one around the ball. So it made it pretty obvious.
She wasn't buying it, was she?
No, she was not. This Crow wasn't buying that. Head fake from Hendrickson was all over that pass. It'll stay here with the Huskies now on the side.
Still got to pay attention to that restraining line. It goes all the way around the court. You cannot go in it, just like Jason Cox got away with right there. And it's stolen by Shim. To Crow. Going to penetrate, go all the way inside, and Drew Skimper says, no, thank you. I'll take that.
It is tough getting shots over Skimper and Rudd, isn't it?
Those two are very athletic. Hendrickson will launch a three off of him. Back out to Lowry. His shot just long.
It's Lowry, a young fight for the rebound, and Hendrickson goes in there and ties it up. It'll be a jump ball. It's going to stay here with Northern Valley.
Northern Valley go 4 flat. And get it into Cox on the wing. Still here in this 2-3 zone by the Coyotes. Good pull-up jump shot. Hendrickson. Offensive rebound, Rudd. Turnaround shot, no good.
I like him going back up with that one, though. Just got to be strong with that second effort.
Go straight up and down, young fella. Ain't nobody going to get in your way.
Yeah, kind of doing that fadeaway shot, but if he goes straight up, he'll probably find himself at the line even more than he does.
Aldridge for 3, no good. Rudd with the rebound, but Crow is right there to rip it from him. And he called a foul on him. Must have had a little too much arm, as that's Crow's first foul into the game. 2 substitutions, number 30, Gabe Crow, and number 15, Trey Allen, freshman and a junior. The Allen kid is a freshman. This pass is picked off by Allen. He's going the other way, 2-on-1 with Crow. Flip it over to him, just long, but an offensive rebound by Crow. And dribbles out to fire a 3. Short, Skimper with it. Skimper tries to squeeze it forward to Jason Cox, and maybe just a little too much for him.
Yeah, and that turnover was created by Judah Crow putting that pressure on the pass.
We've got Judah Crow and Gabe Crow into the game.
Bringing a new energy to this one. This one goes up to Shim. He works. Good hesitation there. Goes right underneath Jason Cox for 2 points.
Kind of chipping away at this. And here in this second quarter, Northern Valley hadn't put too many points on the board.
Only down by single digits now.
Making a game of it. As Hendrickson turns it over, and Allen's second steal and as many opportunities. Gabe Crow to the baseline. Tries to flip it, and he does flip it, but it's a little too strong.
Yeah, I like the idea. He just couldn't quite connect there with Brent Belshie on the pass. Judah Crow makes this inbounds pass hard on the Huskies again.
Playing man-to-man on that inbounds, but once they get it across, they're back into the 2-3. Cox and Hendrickson playing back and forth with it.
Huskies aren't even, they're just not able to be as comfortable as they were when this game started out, are they?
Well, a lot of it has to do with your point guard play.
That is true.
When you take your point guard, Brody Preston, out, and he sits this quarter, I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
That's the value of a point guard. And I think on the other side of it, Weskan brings in a couple of point guards when they bring in Allen and Crow off the bench. 2 boys that can handle the ball and are not scared to go at it. Gabe Crow inside. He's got to go back outside to Aldridge. And he's fouled there by Lowry. Excuse me, I keep getting Aldridge and Shim screwed up. That was Shim.
As Shim is going to take a seat here, number 5, Ryan Colgan, is going to come into the game for the first time.
Allen to set it at the top of the key. Going to go right around Hendrickson, and he's going to get fouled.
Way to use that accelerator to get around Hendrickson there and cause that foul.
Man, he was driving the manual transmission on the old pickup. Just dropped the clutch and went, didn't he?
Yeah, he was humming past him. Not a lot that Hendrickson could do there. Didn't move his feet and got caught in a bad position, which led to the foul.
Allen will bank in this 3 from the top of the key. Not exactly what he wanted, but
hey, 3 points is
but
3
he
points.
liked the result.
If you could shoot 100% banking in the threes, I'm sure no one would mind.
Nobody's going to care. And
another
a
turnover.
third steal in a row by Allen. This one's going to get back to Rudd as Cox trying to get it inside to Skimper, and the live activity of the Coyotes
Put the pass behind.
is
Skimper.
ferocious.
The Coyote pack is all over.
We'll have a timeout.
Please.
Got a little bit more pressure here on the inbound.
Full court pressure picked up here by the Coyotes. It's Northern Valley.
Breaks it, but is still struggling to keep possession of the ball a little bit.
I'd like to see Drew Skimper out there trying to muster everything.
Once again.
And that ball between Cox's legs made for an interesting tie-up right there.
Yep.
It was like they were running the fumble Ruski, right?
Yeah. Looked familiar.
You seen that run before?
The fumble Ruski?
Oh, yeah.
YouTube, man.
YouTube, Nebraska back in the day versus versus Oklahoma, huh?
Yeah.
Now we're dating ourselves. As Skimper had it picked from him, got frustrated, and now he fouled him as he was going to the baseline. He'll pick up his second, possibly third foul. It's his second foul.
Just got to move those feet. And it's a 5-point ball game. Don't look now.
5-point ball game, and that puts him into the bonus. Is that 6 or is that 7?
Must be
Yeah,
6.
it's ball out of bounds. Only 6 fouls. So the Coyotes will play it in from underneath. Hey, you can't fault perfection. As Mr. Trey Allen says, I don't need to backboard from the corner. That's too difficult. He puts it in just nothing but net.
Gabe Crow here is making life difficult for the boys in green.
Inside to Gabe Rudd. His off the glass and in. Kind of what Northern Valley needed, a bucket. Quickly up to Allen. He's going to be frustrated after that miss. He was open.
The easiest look they've had all night.
Skimper gets away with a walk out to Jason Cox. In rhythm for 3. Splash. Northern Valley with a quick 5 points there. Now extends that lead back to 7.
Needed those buckets right there. As Cox goes up and gets the board. Going to say, might have got bailed out a little bit there. I think that was really good defense by the Coyotes.
I think it was good defense there by Allen, but I think Crow gets him right there. Yeah, and that's who they give the foul to is Crow.
I was mostly watching Allen with the ball, so good job by the ref. That's why they don't pay me that way. I don't get the big bucks.
No, we don't.
That's okay.
Whether it's Revival Lawn Care or Open Spaces Sports, you're not cashing big ones, are you?
I'm just here to have fun.
Maybe Revival Lawn Care. Make your lawn look beautiful next summer with Revival Lawn Care.
Oh, yeah. We have fun with that,
another
too.
steal by Allen, and Cox was trying to race him to the bucket, but Allen was too fast and just beat him there. Now they've picked up man-to-man everywhere, have the Coyotes, and I don't know if Northern Valley's recognized it till just now as Cox is trying to keep Allen at bay. He picks it up way in the corner, has to go to Rudd, and it's stolen by Aldridge. Flipped up to Crow, he's open, and he'll score the layup. Judah Crow with his second bucket, give him 5 for the half. And we're in a 3-point game. And another steal by Allen.
Adding the stats right now.
Allen's layup is good.
Huskies just seem like they're trying to get to halftime right now.
Trying to get that clock out as now we're down to a 1-point game.
So they need to slow things down a little bit. This ball on the ground. Cox flips it back. Crow gets it.
Inside to Allen, has it blocked by Skimper. Here's Rudd with it. With 25 to go, Northern Valley just needs to hold out here and see what they can come up with. Skimper trying to kind of take it over here, and he
Nice
should.
Crossover move.
With 16 and now
man.
15. Backdoor cut by Hendrickson. Beat Crow to it, and he's going to go to the line for 2 shots. As Aldridge is there. Great backdoor cut here by Hendrickson. Cox found him, and they fouled him. He'll go to the line. With not very much time left, just 9.8 here in this first half. Hendrickson's first free throw is off and no good. Hendrickson's I don't have him in the books for any yet tonight. The senior always plays great here on the junior varsity side.
You can put him in the books.
Now I got him in the books with 1. Gives Northern Valley a 2-point lead with 6-5. Allen's going to be open. Fires at 3. No. Sis says his foot was on the line. So it's only a 2-pointer now by Allen.
Farmers are at harvest season. The literal fruits of their labor are at hand. We know you've done your best, for we've admired local farmers for as long as we can remember. If there's any way we can help, please tell us. We believe in you.
Second half of action starts this way. Richardson, Aldridge, Shim, Young, and Belshie, the starters here for Weskan. Brody Preston as the Richardson fires a long 3, no good. Brody Preston, Jason Cox, Aaron Hendrickson, Colton Lowry, Caden Lowry, and Gabriel Rudd for Northern Valley. High at the corner there is Gabe Rudd's going to fire the 15-footer and knock it in. The laser show is just beginning.
Yeah, and we talked about it before the halftime break. Drew Skimper, we would assume is not going to play any more of this game as he used 2 quarters, and typically they like to save 4 for him because you just never know what's going to happen in varsity, and they're only allowed 6 a night. So someone else is going to have to kind of step it up on the Northern Valley scoring side of things, as he had 10 points in that first half, and this one's going to be a barn burner, I feel like, till the end.
There's a lot of able bodies here. As another one is cleaned up there by Rudd.
Preston found himself a little too low, so missed the shot. Rudd couldn't get it to go either. We're going to have a charge here. That's going to go against Aldridge. Hendrickson found himself with good positioning.
Good positioning there is going to draw the foul.
Unfortunate because it went in. So if it would have been called the other way, could have been an and-one opportunity, but it'll be Northern Valley ball.
It's a 4+ turnaround, point turnaround. Brody Preston around the back and flips it over to Rudd. Up and no good. He gets his own offensive rebound. Will go again, and this time he's fouled. He'll go to the line. With this work ethic, Gabe has earned himself some minutes on that varsity side.
He's played really well, too, when he came in and given those minutes. They've been some crucial minutes and some good ball games for Northern Valley, and he's held his own in there on the varsity side of things as well. Gets this first shot to fall.
Aldridge picked up his second foul, team's second of the second half. Second one is good for Rudd as well. 2 for 4 from the line tonight.
I didn't say anything about him that time, so
they made him both.
He was going to make him because he didn't get the jinx of the announcer.
Yeah, well, he's due to make the rest of them all night long. He usually doesn't miss too many. Cox with a block on Young's drive. Lowry cleans up the rebound. Fights for it.
Smothered here, though. It's going to be a jump ball.
Aldridge and Young both digging in after that one. Not much Lowry could do.
No, turned around and found a bunch of coyotes right in his face. As Rudd gets the on-ball screen, Richardson fights underneath it. Rudd down low, tries to get this one to go. That fadeaway, though, is just not working 100%. You just need to go straight up, Mr. Rudd. But I guess that fadeaway shot has worked quite well in a couple other games in the past, as I still believe he's the leading JV scorer on the season.
Without a doubt, leading scorer, leading rebounder for Northern Valley's junior varsity tonight.
Aldridge is going to pick up his third.
Season.
Team third.
Brody brings it across the timeline, working on Richardson, goes around him straight to the rim, flips it up, no good, gets his own offensive rebound. Should have gone right back up with it, but now it'll go to Cox. High ball screen by Lowry, nobody picked him up. Euro steps to the line,
and it's on the floor.
They're
going to say it's on the floor.
That's a beautiful play. Right there is a Euro step where he takes one wide step as a layup. And he could have got the fouls, but they're going to say it was on the floor. But big time is the 4th foul against Aldridge.
Yeah, so Amelia Pena is going to come in for the Coyotes, as Aldridge is going to have to sit probably the rest of this quarter, unfortunately. Trying to find Rudd. He sets the on-ball screen. Him and Preston trying to work the pick and roll.
Inside to Rudd they go. His fadeaway jumper crawls over the front rim and scores.
Richardson man's point for the Coyotes. Preston picks him up, doesn't allow him to go baseline. Finds Shim. Back over to Richardson.
High ball screen, he pushes away. Shim open for the long 3, lets it rip. This ball goes off of Pena. No, it goes off of Hendrickson. So it'll stay here with the Coyotes into the game. Jonah Black.
Jason Cox will get
the
a breather.
Sophomore.
Finds Pena down low there.
Oh,
Hendrickson with a quick reaction to recover.
It's a quick recovery because he messed up the first one, but he was able to recover it and splash it out of there.
You forget all about the mistake, though, when you can do ahead and swat that ball into the wall. Young against Lowry. Looks to try to drive in. Has to pick up the dribble. Over to Shim. Pena sets the screen on Hendrickson.
And another.
Shim gets this one blocked. This was going to be a block by Gabe Rudd. Pena hit kind of hard there on the bleachers.
Oh. He says he'll be fine, but man, did that look like it hurt from my point of view.
Yeah, those are some solid concrete steps down there. It would not feel very good.
I don't know. He's a tough kid. I don't know if he wants to come out of the game. But, man, he can't put a lot of weight on that foot. And there's a steal here by his Coyote teammates up and in the scores for Young. And that's the first points of the second half here for the Coyotes. Back to Jonah Black. Thought about a 3. He'll have to go back to Preston in the corner. He goes around the double team, and it's stripped out of there by Richardson. Still worried about Pena over there in the corner.
Yeah, they have a sub sitting down ready to go in, but we just haven't had a break in the action quite yet.
Richardson now with the switch off. He'll fire a 3. Good! In your eye! On Aaron Hendrickson. Tacos are fantastic. So you got time if you want to make the fourth quarter of the boys' action to take off right now. You might be able to make it to get yourself a walking taco here in the gymnasium
at
small
Weskan. Feat to get that kind of compliment on your walking taco from Kathy.
Shot there by Lowry, no good. Hendrickson reaches in, tries to get a steal. They're going to get it back to Shim. Going to go up front to Richardson, pushing the ball to Young. He flips it up with the left hand. Oh, it rolled around and out.
The end one opportunity. Thought he had it there. I was getting excited.
It was great sharing of the basketball by the Coyotes as Young went all the way to the rim with that left hand. He's going to have to earn them both from the free throw line. This foul goes against Rudd, his first.
Coach K and Richardson powwow over here on the sideline. Talking about a little strategy with his point guard.
We've got a substitution here as Cox will come back in. Lowry to sit as Young is now hit 2 of 3 from the free throw line. See if we can make it 3 out of 4. And no rim on that one will be a turnover. It doesn't officially go as a turnover, does it?
No. I think it's just a dead ball.
Dead ball violation.
There was no possession of it technically in the
tough. That would be a tough turnover. So it's just a dead ball not a turnover, just a dead ball over to the Huskies.
Yep.
They fell back into a zone to try and control Rudd a little bit on the inside. Northern Valley doing a little bit of a weave as Preston, beautiful move to the rim, but couldn't make it. Gets his own offensive rebound, flips it up. No good. He tries to tip it again, and it goes off of him and out of bounds.
Kind of broke Shim's ankles down there in the corner.
It was a beautiful take all the way to the rim, and he finished high with that flip of the wrist.
Just unfortunate when you got such a pretty play like that. Sometimes basketball is not very kind to you, even when you do something pretty neat like that. The ball doesn't go in.
Now Young's runner, he gets his own rebound up and in. David Young with 5 now in this half, as Weskan has taken the 2-point lead from the Huskies. Rudd to Black. Black flips it up to Cox. Right to the rim, but Cox forgot the ball. It's stolen out of there by Young.
Yeah, dribbled it off his foot. They're going to need to recover.
Ball is getting passed everywhere. Nobody wanted to dribble it, and Northern Valley's following suit, not wanting to dribble it.
Good job by Rudd, realizing that the Coyotes touched it last, because honestly, I couldn't tell. There were so many bodies in there.
I couldn't tell either, but I wasn't going to argue either way either.
Nope.
As a bag of ice looks to be headed over to Mr. Pena in that leg. He's drinking water, and it looks like he's going to be all right, but, man, that might be a heck of a bruise.
Steal here from Belshie, but gives the ball right back as Hendrickson finds a way to get it back for the Huskies. And
Cox left open, 14-footer good.
Ties the game up at 30.
Jason now with 8 in the game. He had 2 threes in the first half. That's his first bucket here in the second half. Colgan in the number 5, Ryan Colgan in the game as well.
As Gabe Rudd and Young get tied up there.
Jonah will come out and Kyle will go in. Kyle Spear, the sophomore, he'll wear number 1. Plays that high post area. Potent from the free throw line. Brody, high ball screen's going to go all the way to the rim through 5 of them. Up and in, count it. He just took it.
Way to go up strong, Brody.
From the top of the key, goes through 1, 2, 3, 4 players, gets the foul, gets the hoop, and see if we can make it a 3-point play. You said Northern Valley was going to need to win this quarter with Brody Preston to have a chance at it. And Brody does complete the 3-point play, giving Northern Valley the 3-point lead as we've got 50 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Shim, high dribble now to Richardson. Man-to-man defense there by Brody Preston. Shim going to go to the rim, flips it up to Young, tries to go inside, but finds a bunch of trees in there, has to go back outside to Shim. Now the ball's dead, and Young, nice stop, got himself free.
Just a little strong with that one.
But yeah. Gabe Rudd lost track of the time.
He was looking for someone running down the court, wanted to get a quick pass outside, but didn't have it, and then had to second guess himself a little bit and found himself walking with it.
With 17 to go, Richardson out high. Brody Preston needs to try and pick this ball. He's going to be done after this. Northern Valley doesn't have a whole lot of fouls. 3-pointer by Shim, no good. Northern Valley with 6, 5, 4, 3, good pass. Cox going to have an opportunity, double dribbles and lets it rip, and he'll make it. But he double dribbled, so it'll be a turnover. That could be huge. That could be the 3 points that Northern Valley needed. Young is not going to be able to get this off, and we'll go to the fourth quarter.
To let them show you why equity means more.
So Northern Valley wants this game, and they want it bad. They kept Brody Preston in for this fourth quarter action.
Yeah, made liars out of us. We guessed that he was only going to play 2 quarters, but here he comes in for the third.
And a quick rebound by Shim, and he's fouled on his putback attempt. Jason Cox got him his second. Shim goes to the line.
Yeah, go ahead.
that lineup there of Crow, Allen, Shim, and Young for the Coyotes. Brody Preston, Caden Lowry, Aaron Hendrickson, Gabe Rudd, and Jason Cox for the Huskies. So the free throws were both good, or just the last one?
I think
I don't think that's
good.
legal.
To pump fake your free throw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but you can see what you can get away with in JV basketball sometimes.
Did he wave it off? Okay, Coach Summers helping us out there. They
heard us maybe debating that one. We weren't sure what was going on.
We appreciate.
Lowry gets away
We
with
don't
it.
always assume that the coach will turn around and give us the call, but we do like it when it happens.
Yeah.
So 33-31 as Brody Preston turned it
Crow.
over. Crow took it. He's going to go to the side, kick it back to his brother. Good pump fake. Go inside, and Lowry took it. Lowry is right place, right time quite often. Brody Preston going to have to look to skip a pass here. Instead, he doesn't, and it's picked out by Gabe Crow. Up ahead to Shim. Open. No good. Followed by Trey Allen, no good, and a foul by Aaron Hendrickson. He goes, yep, I climbed all over his back.
The Allen-Preston matchup is a pretty fun one to watch, I think. Could be, honestly, one of the deciding factors in this quarter.
As they're debating that last free throw. And the clarification is right. He made both free throws there.
Okay. So he didn't cross over.
He did not cross over.
So back to the question, was it legal? I don't know.
I don't know.
It was so long ago, though, that it doesn't really matter as Weskan takes the lead back on Gabe Crow's two-pointer there on the inbounds play, drawn up nicely by Coach Summers and Coach K.
Well, open three-pointer from Cox. No good. Hendrickson with an offensive rebound. He'll put it in and score.
I liked it. Aaron went right back up with that one strong. Didn't mess around and put the ball on the floor.
This is going to be Aaron's quarter. I can believe it right here. We need his energy.
The senior leadership is crucial in a game like this. Northern Valley's got to do a better job of finding bodies and boxing out as a lot of second chance opportunities. Good athletes on the floor right now for the Weskan Coyotes.
Swing it.
Cannot take that for granted.
No, swing it out here to Hendrickson. Now they'll go to Gabe at the top of the key. And a high ball screen for Cox. Floats it in for Gabe Rudd underneath. Flips it up and in. That's good offense by the Huskies to lead to an easy bucket. That system works. Crow now to Allen. He's open for three. Lets it go. No good. Gabe with the rebound.
Might have been Allen's first missed three of the night.
Nobody stopped Brody Preston. He went all the way to the rim and scored.
Yeah, it's like the parting of the Red Seas, and when he saw it, man, he put the motors on and he took up right to that basket.
Crow back out to Allen. His floater mid-range short, no good. But Gabe Crow with his third offensive rebound and score of the quarter. He had nothing coming into this, and now he's got 6.
You gotta find him.
Just making things work as Young with a steal. The left-hander tries to cross it over, and Preston tries to rip it. It'll stay here with the Coyotes. You got to get a body on Crow.
Yeah.
Clings to that 1-point lead. Pay attention to that restraining line right here. Northern Valley stayed in the man-to-man, and who did we talk about?
Lost him again.
Who was it?
Gabe Crow.
Gabe Crow.
Having himself a quarter right now. 8 points, I believe.
8 points in the last 3 minutes. I missed it.
They're going to say this one's against Gabe Crow on the floor as Preston was driving. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Allen, number 15, as Preston drove around him and tried to go baseline. So inbounds for the Huskies. Just Allen's first foul of the game, but the team's 6, so we could be in the bonus for quite a bit of this one with just under 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
And Gabe Crow picks it from Brody Preston. It's going to go the other way. Pump fake and in. Give him 10.
Taking over this game right now.
I think he's had the last 10 for him. Preston, beautiful pass to Hendrickson, has it stuffed in there by Aldridge. Second attempt is good for Aaron. 42-41, the Coyotes lead with just under 4 to go. Inside to Allen. Goes around Cox and scores.
Yeah.
Great play by Trey Allen.
The Huskies need to find a new spark of energy right now. They look a little flat, and it's too close of a game to be looking this flat right now. This call's going to go against – that's going to go against Gabe Crow. If it was Aldridge, that would have been his 5th.
Yeah, so 1-1 now for Gabe Rudd. Free throws are important down the stretch, but if they're not going to play any better defense, it ain't going to matter.
No.
Good for Gabe.
Big free throws in only what is now a 2-point game. Something to, I guess, take note of as this one comes down to the wire. Maybe the Huskies could use that to their advantage and be a little bit more aggressive driving to the basket. And if the ball doesn't go in, maybe they could at least get to the line.
Hendrickson will be whistled for this one. He had the offensive rebound, but he tried to get it over to Preston in the corner.
Hendrickson's 3rd, team's 4th of the half.
Brody Preston's got to win this matchup here with Crow at the top of the key. Aldridge into Shim. Good baseline move. Going to drop it inside to Gabe Crow. His shot up and over Gabe Rudd. Rattles it good.
Gabe Crow and Gabe Rudd, other than just the names they have in common, man, they play a lot the same way, don't they?
There's more to it than that, man.
The hair.
The hair is the exact same. One of them's blonde, one of them's dark-headed. But other than that, they both got the nice curl going on.
It's kind of crazy, actually. I've been seeing that the whole game.
Northern Valley gets to play it in underneath the basket, and we'll have a timeout here by Coach Summers. We'll take it with him.
Long Island Feed and Grain is
Northern Valley to play it in. Don't get caught in the restraining line now. As Northern Valley needs a little bit of a bucket. Over to Caden Lowry. Shot up, no good.
Yeah, I think they were looking for Gabe Rudd to do a little post up there down low, but overshot him. Good job by Lowry to be there, though, and keep the play alive.
Nice floater. Rebounded by Hendrickson. Has to flip it back behind his back now. Brody Preston. Doesn't have numbers, so he'll pull it back out just enough. And this ball will stay. And they'll turn it over.
Hendrickson touched it last, maybe? Because
it was what it was a good play by Allen. He knocked it out of the hand. Whether
Aldridge.
it was a foul, was it
Aldridge
Aldridge?
Ripped that one away. Yep.
That was a little risky with him. He's important to him.
Pretty aggressive play with 4 fouls, but it's what you need in this time, and you can tell that these Weskan Coyotes want this game.
Brody, it's time for your time to shine. Drive and kick right here. This is the offensive setup that they like. The high ball screen. Brody tries to go somewhere where it has to go back to Lowry. Lowry in the corner of Hendrickson. He'll go around the ball screen. 15-foot jump shot, long, no good. Crow with the rebound.
Weskan holds on to a 4-point lead with under 2 minutes to go in this game. Aldridge shoots the 3, just leaves it short. Hendrickson with the backside rebound. A little bit of a hard pass, but Preston handles it.
This could be big if they could get a shot to fall here. Northern Valley needs one with 1:30 to go. Back to Cox. This could be it. The three-pointer, no good. Hendrickson, big rebound. He'll go back up, and no whistle down there, and Gabe comes out of it. Gabe with too far of a pass for Allen.
Good job getting the eyes up, though, and seeing Allen down there. Just put a little bit too much mustard on that pass as it was humming over there.
If you're a Coyote fan, you're going, we got a 4-point lead with 1:20 to go. We need to
slow it down a little bit.
Clock this sucker. If it's in football, we'd take a knee at the point, but right now we'll figure it out. This jump shot is short by Brody Preston. Rebound again by Gabe Rudd.
The fewer opportunities you get, Gabe Crow.
Gabe Crow.
But the fewer opportunities you give the Huskies with under a minute left.
So same scenario there. They went to the rim. Northern Valley gladly knocked it out of bounds, but Northern Valley needs the basketball.
And I thought I heard the bench yelling, hey, hold on to the ball a little bit here, as Allen heard them and will pull it out.
Crossover on Cox to the rim. Gets it back to the man of the hour. Pull-up jump shot. His first miss in a long time. Lowry had it. Allen took it from him. Good decision there by Allen as he's going to go to the rim and he'll be fouled. Allen with the offensive rebound, then went around Cox to the rim. Jason's third. Trey Allen had a big first half. Rather quiet second half, but these can ice it. First one was pure and good. Second one is just long. Preston will rip the ball down. With a 5-point game, Preston's got to go to the rim quickly. Rudd's shot no good.
Yeah, Huskies just
Crow
not hitting the mark right now when they need it most. Got to put some pressure on him. You can't just let him sit and dribble.
And they're going to bounce this one out of here. Without the Huskies are going to let them do it, it looks like. We'll have a foul with 1.1 to go.
That'll be on Brody Preston.
And to the line, we'll see Crow.
That was only the sixth foul.
Oh, yep, my bad. It's only the sixth foul. Ball inbounds, and this game will be over. Great win here by the Coyotes as they prevail in the second half after we were tied at 22-22. Northern Valley had a 3-point lead going into the fourth quarter, but give a big turnaround and an 8-point swing in the fourth quarter and a win for the Weskan Coyotes.